So hello everyone, welcome to this class. In this class, I'll be showing us how to apply to the Tony Elumelu Foundation program. And here I am, Nzube Okonkwo, the founder at Evolve Africa, and I want to upload this for you not see my face. I hope that you can concentrate on the video and you learn something on the video. And what I'll be doing pretty much here is to run through the steps of how to apply to the Tony Elumelu Foundation program, and you'll be able to know how to navigate through it, what is expected of you, and the best way to actually ace your application. So the first thing we have here is you want to come to tefconnect.com, as you can see on the screen, to load here. So of course you have to sign up, but as you can see here, I'm already signed in. Fortunately enough, Evolve Africa was the beneficiary, is the beneficiary of the Tony Elumelu Foundation program for 2019, and we already have an account. So I'm just going to check this. I'm not a robot, because when you're creating your application, you'd have to enter your email and your password. So I'll sign in because I already have an application, but if you don't have an application, you sign up. So yeah, that's about it. And this, pretty much the screen, our screen, and where you want to come straight to is here, the application. So you have a lot of places on this portal. You have the home, the network. You want to connect with people. You want to learn the marketplace. You want to advertise your goods and services, whatever it is you want to do. You have your community to meet other entrepreneurs, and of course your profile. But I'm going to, what you're going to do is to click on application. Once you click on application, it will take you to the application portal. Now the application portal is different from the application profile we just left. This is a new portal altogether. You will need to register if you don't have a profile. So, but because we've already won this, I wouldn't be going through this stage so as not to create double applications on the Tony Elumelu Foundation system. But basically, when you enter your details, when you register, you're able to access the different portal, and I'm going to now take you through the different stages that you'll encounter when you log on to this portal. So let's head over to PowerPoint. I've made some presentations to help you navigate this program. So, of course, the stages. So once you've logged onto that particular portal I was showing you that I couldn't get into because I've already registered, you will be asked to fill your basic details like your name, next of kin. You will be asked to upload a government ID. Yes, a government ID. So if you're in Nigeria, you want to start looking for your national ID, international passport, your driver's license, a voter's card, whatever that is, any ID card that you have that is government approved. That's what they want. They don't want your school ID. They don't want your business ID or whatever it is. They want your government related ID, because if you eventually win, that's the ID you'd use to open a bank account where they put the money in for you. So as part of the questions we'll ask you again is, tell us about your business idea. So of course we'll ask you to tell them about your business idea, and you want to submit an idea that stands a chance. So I think I've also shared, if you on this channel somewhere, you'd see a video I made on how to come up with good business ideas. Maybe that could be helpful for you if you don't have an idea or you're looking to kind of modify your idea. So the next stage, after you've done these two stages, that's filling your basic details and your business idea, would be to write the online test. So there's around 42 questions you'll answer within 1 hour. So it's 22 questions for personality, to check your personality, and it's 20 questions to check your arithmetic, that's cognitive. I'll be showing you examples of these questions each in the coming slides. So based on your performance on this online test, you now head onto the online training. So of course I'll give more details to that on the coming slides. And after the online training, people who did well on the online training will be invited to submit a business plan, based on the training they had. When you come to submit, you'll be invited to submit a business plan, and if your business plan scores well and your idea is good, you now be invited for pitching. It's after this pitching that people who won would now, get funding. So the next slide here. So this is my ideas to get you rolling. Yes, I did mention that there's a video dedicated for coming up with ideas somewhere, but I also thought to share a slide to tell you, the kind of ideas that Tony Elumelu Foundation likes to fund. And so, like I said in my first point here, it is okay to use an already existing idea. So you mustn't go and get an idea from the moon, right? So it's okay to use something that's already existing, but what you want to look at is what is differentiating your idea from the world that's in existence. So don't go and copy an idea, copycat or verbatim. Just go and look at an idea, a problem that is around, and if you are having the same solution and the solution is existing, try to tweak your solution, try to innovate, and be different. So that's how Tony Elumelu Foundation can decide to say, okay, this person has a new approach and let's give him a chance. So like here it says, for instance, do you have an affordable technology that can help farmers add fertilizers to their crops without the stress of navigating the whole farm? There is drone technology, there is green farming, all of those current technologies that would help people be productive, farmers be more productive. With a drone you could navigate the whole farm within seconds, dropping fertilizers at strategic points instead of the normal human power going into from that. I'm not saying this idea will win, but I'm not saying it's an instance of the kind of ideas that might excite the foundation. And the third point you have here, it is better if you are able to leverage tech. So think of we are in the tech era, right? We are in the digital era. Think of how to incorporate digital technology in your business idea, right? So for instance, you could have an app where patients can consult doctors. Instead of going to the hospital, wasting your time, you may decide to build an app where patients can just log on and meet a doctor right from their homes. And of course, the last point we have here is that the Tony Elumelu Foundation always has TEF. Whenever I use TEF, I'm referring to Tony Elumelu Foundation. The TEF always emphasizes on quality of assumption. What is quality of assumptions? When you are saying 100,000 people are hungry, and because of that, you want to start selling, affordable food. Is that assumption correct? Where are you getting your facts? Is it from the World Health Organization, or is it from the Food, Agriculture Organization, or is it from, the central bank? So you have to, really take notes to say or to ensure that the ideas that you're sharing, the ideas that you're telling yourself are verifiable. So let your assumptions have quality. It's fine if it's even better if you are pointing to a source, like according to UNICEF, blah 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 blah. According to Central Bank of Nigeria, 1 million people are unbankable or don't have access to electricity. All of those things. So give those kind of analysis and statistics, but let it be verifiable. And so in this here, somewhere here, we did talk about, so here in the online tests, I did tell you have 42 questions covering personality tests and cognitive tests. So I'm going to show you examples of those two tests. So this is what the personality test questions looks like. You're going to be answering around 22 questions like this. So for instance, if the question is, in meetings, I prefer to lead the discussions. You can either choose strongly agree or neither agree. So whatever choice you're choosing would help the Tony Elumelu Foundation know the kind of person you are. So there are a lot of people who are able to run businesses. So it is from your responses that they will know, this guy is, he's, a leader, he's agile, he can run this business. Or, this guy is too cold, I don't think he can run this business. So it is from, you'll be having 22 different questions like this on the personality test questions, and it is timed. You'd have around maybe 40 minutes or thereabouts to answer those 22 questions. And this is the example of the cognitive test questions. So it's going to be 90% arithmetic, mathematics. So not high level mathematics, but things kind of arithmetic to get you thinking. So for instance, the cost price of 50 mangoes is equal to the selling price of 40 mangoes. what is your percentage profit? As a business person, you should understand basic arithmetics, and that's why they are asking you these questions. So you have around 20 of these kinds of questions to answer, and depending on your performance, you now be categorized as different kind of entrepreneurs. So in the next slide, I will show you the different levels that you can get into depending on the score, depending on your score, on the cognitive test questions and the personality test questions. So there are first two questions. Depending on your score on these questions, they will profile you into one of the available categories. So let's go to the categories. So these are the different levels of the Tony Elumelu Foundation categories. So if you didn't do well, like if maybe in the first two questions you are very poor, you didn't answer well, they will put you under the preparatory stage. So what does this mean? This means you do not have the skill set needed to start a business. You answered wrongly, your arithmetic were not good, or your personality is not good. So of course they won't dump you, right? So but they would take you to a kind of training. They'll enroll you to a training on Test Connect, to boost up those places you're lacking, right? But however, you will not be eligible for the money, so you can't go on to compete for the money like every other person. So the next stage is a startup on beginner. So this means that according to what you answered on the cognitive and on the personality tests, that you are a starter. So you have no idea, but at least you're trying and you're willing to grow from there. So what will happen is that they will profile you for a training to build on your skills, or build on your current level, and you also have access to mentors. When you're a startup beginner, you have access to mentors. But I wouldn't advise anybody to make it to these two stages. I would advise that you try hard and make it to the next slide. Let me share the next slide with you. And the next two stages that you should try to be in are the innovator or the disruptor. So the innovator or the disruptor. So the innovator means that you have been profiled to be an intermediate entrepreneur. So you're not a beginner. You're not new into this business. You have actually done well for yourself, and you understand the integrity of businesses. You know basic arithmetic, and your personality is cool. So you have the potentials to be a successful entrepreneur. So they'll enroll you for a training on their portal, and you'll be eligible to go through the other stages. But again, the training has quizzes at different points. You get to answer different questions at different points, and those questions would be used to determine if you would still go on to submit your business plan and still go on to pitch. The disruptor is like the guy at the top of the food chain. It means that you understand business so well, that you're doing so well for yourself in business, and you understand basic arithmetics. Your personality is superb for business, and of course you are eligible to go for a training, and you are eligible to submit your business plan depending on your engagement and your activeness on the training. So these two levels here are the levels you want to ensure that you get into, not the ones in the other slides. So this is the end of the slideshow, and if you have any questions, please drop it in the comment box of this video, drop it in the comment of this video, and I'll kind of assure you that I will respond. And because we'll be doing a lot of these reviews every now and then for different programs, I would advise you to, I would suggest to you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll be the first to hear of any video that we upload here, and you'll be the first to get information about our services. And if you are joining this video from a WhatsApp group or something, and you can always reach me privately and ask me any questions you have. Thank you, and see you on the other side. As I want to see you, all of you that listen to this video, as a Tony Elumelu Foundation alumni this year. Bye, and all the best.